Have you ever stopped to think about math as, well, as a language? Not just numbers and symbols, but a way to tell stories, a way to uncover the hidden patterns that are all around us. So today, we're going to do just that. We're going to take a simple story and translate it into the clear, predictable language of math. And we're going to start right here, with a line that feels more like something out of a book than a math problem, right? But hidden inside all sorts of stories, even ancient ones, there are patterns. There are rules that govern how things work. And today, we're going to learn how to actually see them. Okay, so let's stick with that idea of stones. We're going to build our own simple story, just to see exactly how this whole translation process works, right from the ground up. So here's the story we're working with. It's super simple, totally predictable. 1 hour, he gets 4 stones. 2 hours, well, that means 8 stones. You can already feel it, can't you? There's a clear rule here, a really consistent relationship. But the real question is, how do we describe that rule with math? To really get a handle on this pattern, we need a toolkit with 3 different ways of seeing the same information. Think of them like 3 unique lenses, and each one is going to show us the same pattern in a powerful new way. And here it is. This is our toolkit. First, we're going to organize all the information in a table. From there, we can figure out the core rule and describe it with an equation. And then, finally, we'll bring the whole thing to life with a graph. Table, equation, graph. Let's just quickly define what each one does. First up, the table. Its whole job is just to get our information organized into nice, clean columns and rows so we can see the relationships without any clutter. Next, the equation. Now this is the good stuff. It's the core logic of the pattern. It's like a simple sentence that describes the rule perfectly. And finally, the graph. This is where we turn the numbers into a picture. It lets us see the pattern in an instant. It's so intuitive. All right, we've got our story, we've got our tools. Let's put them to work and decode the pattern in David's stone gathering. Okay, first tool up, the table. In one column, we've got the hours. Let's just call that X. In the other, we've got the stones. We'll call that Y. So 1 hour gets him 4 stones. 2 hours, 8 stones. 3 hours, 12 stones. I mean, when you lay it out like this, man, that relationship just kind of pops, right? So take a look. How are we getting from the hours column to the stones column every single time? What's the one thing you're always doing to the first number to get the second number? Yep, you multiply by 4 every single time. And we can express that rule in this one super powerful little sentence. The number of stones, our Y, is always 4 times the number of hours, our X. This simple equation, Y equals 4X, that is the story's hidden rule, brought out into the open. And now for the big payoff, our final tool, the graph. When we plot the points from our table, what do we see? A perfectly straight, totally predictable climb. For every 1 hour that passes, the number of stones just rises by exactly 4. It's the rule, made visible. So we've cracked David's story, but here's the really cool part. This toolkit, it works on any story that has a consistent pattern. Let me prove it to you with a couple of quick examples. Check this out. Here's Naomi, and she collects 6 bundles of grain each day. We can make a quick table. Day 1, 6 bundles. Day 2, 12 bundles. The pattern's right there. The number of bundles, Y, is always 6 times the number of days, X. So what's the equation? Y equals 6X. See? Same process, different story. Let's do one more, just to hammer it home. Jacob earns 3 sheep each month. Month 1, he's got 3 sheep. Month 2, 6 sheep. You see it already, don't you? The number of sheep, Y, is always 3 times the number of months, X. The equation is Y equals 3X. The toolkit just works. Every time. And this is the magic right here. Because once you have the equation, once you have the rule, you're not just describing what already happened. Oh no. You can predict what will happen. How many stones is David going to have in 100 hours? Well, it's 4 times 100. 400. The equation gives you this incredible predictive power. But listen, this whole way of seeing patterns, it is not just for old stories about stones and sheep and grain. This exact same logic is running in the background of your life, probably right now. I mean, just think about it for a second. Your paycheck is just the hours you worked multiplied by your wage, right?
A recipe you're making for friends scales up based on the number of guests. Your phone's data plan chews through a certain amount of data per day. These are all real-world stories told with the exact same mathematical language we just learned.
So, when you boil it all down, here's the big takeaway. These three tools, the tables, the equations, and the graphs, they're not these separate, scary math things. They're just different languages for telling the exact same story. One organizes the story, one defines its rule, and one makes that story visible. So, I'm going to leave you with this question. Look around your world, at your routines, your budget, maybe your hobbies. What story are you living that follows a clear, predictable rule? What pattern in your life is just sitting there, waiting to be translated?